Hello, it's Shelly Rosemay, Art by the Métis Mama, and I had done a Christmas ornament video sharing some of my old crafts that I did when my kids were little, when I was a stay-at-home mom. And I deleted it because my kids kept interrupting me and I just kind of got a little frustrated. So I'm doing it again. So I'm going to do a little flip and I'm going to share with you some of the handmade ornaments that I've made over the years. There isn't a lot because I gave a lot away, but I still have several, and there's a lot of my kids' ornaments too. We're very into handmade creations, but I have a mix of new and vintage and handmade on my tree. So I thought it'd be fun to share that and kind of take a look back at some of my creations. So let's have a look. Okay, so here's my Christmas tree, and I got lucky this year and I found this gorgeous angel at the thrift store for $5. I added some fairy lights to her, just to, because you didn't have any lights on her, so I just threw some lights on her. But where should we start? Excuse me. So as soon as I start making a video, my throat starts acting up. So this is one of the ornaments that one of my kids made. Last year we did, we bought this set of 2 gingerbread Lego ornaments that are so cute. So this is one of them. Actually, there was 3 in the set, and my 8-year-old, well, he was 7 last year, I guess, at the time, gifted the other one to his educational assistant. So we only have 2 now, but this one's a vintage. It's pretty heavy porcelain teddy bear ornament, which I think is really cute. Another one of my kids' ornaments here and here. But okay, right here. Here's one of my wolf. So I used to make a lot of these wolf ornaments, and I have, I think, 1 or 2 more on this tree. And they're just really fun to make. I actually had got the outline from a wooden Christmas ornament that I bought in BC when we went to, they have like a wolf center over there by Golden, I think it is, but I can't remember exactly. And so I kept that wolf ornament, I bought it, and I used it as my sort of stencil to stencil out these wolves. And then I just started making these little felty wolves. Here's one that I made this year. So I used AI to create that image, but I directed it and how I wanted it to look. And it's just like on a plywood disc. And I know a lot of people have their opinions about AI. And I just want to remind people that AI isn't good or bad. It's neutral in the world because everything in the world is neutral. So at a higher spiritual level, there's no such thing as fear. So I don't buy into fear-based thinking. So that's where I stand with pretty much a lot of things these days. Here's another one. This is actually one of my favorite ornaments that I made. It's a loon, and I put some beads there on the top. That's the back side. Loons always remind me of where I grew up in central northern Saskatchewan. We used to go camping at this lake and we'd hear the loons every morning and the evening. So I have really fond memories of loons, and I really wanted to create some kind of a loon ornament, and that's the one that I came up with, and I just love how it turned out. Here's another one of my ornaments that I made using AI. And then somebody gifted me this one, and I can't remember who it was, but it's super cute. I got this one from my friend Tamara. I really love it. And this one too. Is there anything else on here? This one's a little vintage mouse that I love. Super cute. Another one of my kids' ornaments. Another one here of a turtle. This one here is a raven, so I made that one as well. I don't love it as much as the loon, but I think it turned out pretty cute. That's some junk jewelry there on the bottom. And yeah, I just blinged it out. My friend Christina gave me this little yak ornament when she went on some trip somewhere, and I can't remember where it was. My little guy last year made this one at the Indigenous Family Gathering. And mine is up here somewhere. Where is it? There it is. That's the one I made. Like how it turned out. I just bought this moose this year from Canadian Tire. It was on sale for like $2.99. Here's another one of my AI creations. And I just use glitter glue to glitter up around the edges there. Dictionary pages in the background. And then I just use my acrylic paint pens to outline the outside. I like how they turned out. Okay, here's another one of my wolves. And here's a goose that I made. I really like this one. I actually had several of these, but I've since sold or given them away. I can't remember where Sage got these from. I know he made them, but I can't remember if he made them at school or if we made them at home, but they do smell like gingerbread and they're pretty simplistic. There's 2 of those on the tree. Had to have this one for my tree because it had the Saskatchewan Rough Riders logo on it, being from Saskatchewan. People love the Rough Riders in Saskatchewan. Sage made this one this year, my 8-year-old. He's been really into Harry Potter. That's his new obsession right now. Okay, here's another one that I made. It's a little felty fox. So this one I didn't stuff. I just kind of like laid it out on a heart. So it's about palm size. Here's another vintage one. Super cute. Another one of my kids' ornaments there. Here's another AI creation. There's the other gingerbread. This one was a sheep, but the eye fell off. So that is another one of my kids' ornaments. This one too. And here's another wolf one. I'm just going to turn the light on here so you can see better. There we go. This one here was made by Pulp Anatomy, a really amazing polymer clay artist. Check her out on Instagram. She's got really beautiful work. And if I remember correctly, does that mean shit? I forget. If you know what that means, put in the comments. Here is another one that I made. I made several of these, like stockings with a teepee on them. There's the other gingerbread. Another turtle. I made these little mittens. They're kind of hiding back there. I should pull them out here. And they have like the medicine wheel colors on them. And let's see what else. This is another vintage one. It's Frosty the Snowman. Isn't that cute? With the googly eyes. There's the other orange matching one to the one I just showed you earlier. This fairy used to be my mom's. When she passed away, we were kind of going through her stuff, and I wanted to keep this one because, I mean, I love fairies and anything with wings, and yeah, I just wanted to have something on here that reminded me of my mom. So now she goes on my Christmas tree every year, and it's a memory of my mom. I don't know where she got it from. I think probably a friend gave it to her, but it's nice just to have that little piece that says this used to be my mom's. And the last one is this really cute blue jay. I just love this little blue jay so much. So cute. I used an old earring for the eye. Let's see if I can do this. It's not focusing on the tree, so I'm going to put it over here. And I don't know, it's just really simple and cute. And I just love how it turned out. I wish I would have took pictures of all of the ornaments that I made when they were younger, because there's actually quite a few, and they really turned out so beautiful. These are crocheted bells. I have, I think, 3 on this tree. I'm not in love with them, but they are handmade and I got them for free. So I just stuck them on here. So I definitely need more ornaments, but it's a good start for now. When we moved to Rocky Mountain House, I purged a lot of things because, you know, moving is takes a lot. So I got rid of a lot of stuff and kept just the things that were important, which is why I don't have a lot of Christmas ornaments. But anyways, while we're talking about art and things I created, when I made these ornaments, my youngest was just an infant and he's 14 now. So he was a newborn when I was doing these. Fast forward to 2016. Here's one of my creations that I created. I would have never created stuff like this had I not become a stay-at-home mom. Creating art gave me an opportunity to do art and to practice, like, just playing around and figuring out what I love to do. And let's see, so that was 2011. So 5 years later, after going through quite a bit of stuff, this is how my art developed, from these little stockings and these little felties to this. So it's pretty amazing, like, how far I've come as an artist. Like, I know that, yeah, I think that it was a gift. I really do think it was a gift. Taking in my sister's children / cousin. She's technically my cousin, but my mom was a kinship mother too. And she partially raised my sister / cousin. And if I hadn't taken those boys in, I would have never had the opportunity to be creative and to develop my art and my style to what it is today. So I'm super grateful for my kids, my sister / cousin. And I just, I just look back and I think about things like that, and it's like, wow, what could have happened if I didn't take that route, Because art has brought me so much joy and healing, and it's helped me grow so much. So I'm really grateful for it. So anyways, I just wanted to share that. Those are some of my Christmas ornaments, and that's how I got started being a real artist and actually calling myself an artist. So anyways, I hope you guys have a great holiday season, and I will try to do some videos over the holidays because I know we're all stuck a lot inside at times in the winter time. I know I like to be home and be cozy, so I will try to work on doing some videos if I can. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to like and subscribe.